Shalom, shalom, shalom. Salakia. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off this video by giving all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Achah, Kwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, teach and rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings out to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Lord willing, this lesson will be edifying. It says here in Zephaniah 1 and 15, Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near. It hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Okay, the mighty day of the Lord. The return of Yahweh on the earth is going to be a great day. Okay. As it says, the climax of human history. You see? Yahweh came as a lamb, and now he will return as a lion, a conquering lion. Alright? And that being said, in his midst of conquering, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will claim a lot of bodies in that time. And people don't understand the seriousness and the essence of the day of the Lord. Okay? Unless you're in the right mindset, you don't really understand what it entails. Okay? Because the day of the Lord, as it says, that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, and a day of distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of cloud and thick darkness. So again, if the Lord is not with you in that day, you can expect all these bad attributes, these bad qualities to be your setting. Okay? The setting of the scene. Wrath, trouble, distress, wasteness, desolation, darkness, gloominess, thick darkness. Okay? With no light in sight. Okay? With no hope in sight. It says it's as if you run away from a lion. You're being chased by a lion. End up running away from a bear. And then getting bit by a serpent when you think that you're out of harm's way. Okay? So it's going to be a day of constant tribulation, constant persecution, constant perturbation. You see? Without no answers, especially if you're not protected by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, if you do not walk with the Tawah, the mark of exemption in that day. Because again, the Lord will send his angels, okay, to set aside those that cry and sigh, those that are in the right mindset, those that are actually serving him. He will set them aside for salvation. And even then it says the righteous will be scarcely saved in that day. Scarcely. Okay? By the skin of their teeth. Alright? You see? So it's not going to be a day of mirth. Okay? The mirth is out the window in that time. Okay? The love of many is going to wax cold because of iniquity. Okay? The level of evil that's going to be on the earth in that time is going to supersede everything that we've seen so far. Hence why it's called the time of Jacob's trouble. It's going to be a time of great evil on the earth. And we know that before before the light comes, it's always dark. Okay? Before the morning comes, the night is always darker. Okay? So before the return of Yahushua, there's going to be a chaotic environment on the earth, all over the earth. Okay? Famine, death, pestilence, wars and rumors of wars. Those are the things that we can expect in that time. Okay, while these so-called Christians expect Yahushua to return and help them do their taxes and give them hugs and kisses, this is not what Yahushua, what the Messiah, okay, was set up to do on his return. He's going to put, as I mentioned, he's going to put a large number of people to deletion. Okay, send them back to the spirit realm, but through death, by through deletion. Okay, so when these people they seek the day of the Lord, they actually don't understand what they're talking about. It says here, Amos 5:18, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Okay, evils and evils and evils and not light. Okay, unless you are of the election, unless you get beamed up and get exempt from those evils. Okay, you get set aside, you get beamed up, and then you receive the spirit, you receive the angelic bodies, okay, the celestial bodies. Then it means that you're good, okay, that you don't have to worry. But until then, you don't even know, okay. You don't know if you're of the elect in the great multitude until you get beamed up, until you're changed, until you resemble Yahweh Shai in the body that He's in, like, okay. Until that time happens, until that time comes, okay, you can expect you can expect to be a part of the evils that are about to happen. Okay, you can expect to suffer these things. Okay, and that's why our hope and faith that we are doing the things that are pleasing unto the Lord, so that we can escape, so that we can be found worthy to escape these things. That's why we put so much diligence and effort into serving the Lord, so that we can avoid being numbered amongst those that have been reserved for judgment. Okay, because it says, as if a man did flee. It says here, to what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into a house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Okay, so that's what the day of the Lord entails: a constant a constant flurry of the constant flurry of evils being sent on the earth. Okay, as it says in Second Ezra 15, and I believe verse 5, behold, I will said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, the famine, death, and pestilence. And again, it's the Lord sending these things. Why? For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled, thus said the Lord. So the evil has reached unto heaven. The sins of these heathen, the sins of the Israelites have reached unto heaven. Their impiety has reached the doorsteps of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and now He has to answer and recompense these every individual according to their actions. Okay. Therefore, thus said the Lord. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. So not only these people are committing wickedness and forsaking the Lord and not serving Him according to the scriptures, according to spirit and truth, okay? Not only that, but the souls of those that were persecuted, those that were put to death unjustly, okay, the blood of the innocent is crying unto the Lord for Him to bring forth that judgment, for Him to come and deliver His people, His those that have their trust in Him, they had their faith in the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and are eagerly awaiting His return. Okay, so not only would the Lord bring vengeance, but also salvation upon those that serve Him. Okay, that the anger of the Lord is also impacted not only because of the wickedness of the people, but also because of the complaints of the righteous that is being they're being sent unto Him every day. Imagine every day in your ear you have someone that you care for telling you that he's being offended, that he's being abused, that he's being oppressed. Okay, not only these people in the world are sinning and going against the ways of the Lord. Okay, but even furthermore, they're oppressing, hurting, abusing His people. Okay, and even His elect. Okay, so again, the Lord is gonna come with great wrath to render judgment upon the whole earth. Okay, so I'll close up with this. It says here in 2nd Ezra 7:43, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time. The day of doom. If you're in the right mindset, being a prophet of the Lord or being a faithful believer, you understand that the day of doom must come. The day of doom must come. Why? Because it represents the end of this wicked kingdom. Just as this kingdom was established by bloodshed, by lies and deceit, okay, by violence, okay, maybe not by lies, but by violence, okay, and not deceit, okay, because this blood was established by the bloodshed of the Israelites, okay, the oppression of the Israelites, okay, and by great violence, okay, the same when Yahushua will return, will cast down the empire of the heathen with blood, by shedding blood, okay, by great violence, okay, and by great oppression, great tyranny, rather, not oppression, great tyranny, because again, it's justified, okay. These people will be turned into slaves, perpetual slaves, under Yahushai. He is coming not to make peace and love with every nation, but rather to put them into subjection. Okay, turn them into perpetual slaves, and that will be for eternity. Okay, so again it says here, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past. So again, yes, the day of doom must come, but after the day of doom is the kingdom of heaven on earth. So understanding that, that is why we seek the day of the Lord to come. Okay, because evil must happen. The evils must come before the good can appear. Okay, as it says, let me see. No, evil sown. It says here, 2nd Ezra 4:28. But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown. Okay, this evil kingdom has been sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come, but it's nigh at hand. Okay, because this was written during the time of Ezra. Okay, but now in 2025, okay, the times of that evil being ready to be plucked out of the ground is nigh at hand. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot come that is sown with good. Okay, so for the kingdom of heaven to be established, the day of doom must come to pass to eradicate and root out this place where the evil was sown. Okay, so that righteousness can flourish. Okay, you see. So going back to 2nd Ezra 7:43, it says here, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Okay, so this is what happens after the day of doom. But before then, you have to expect a lot of people to be deleted. Okay, to be able to see and witness bodies on top of bodies. Okay, like never before seen, man. Okay, as corpses stacked on the ground like shit. Okay, like garbage. Okay, and no one to bury them. Why? And that is their recompense for their disrespect and unbelief towards Yahweh Ba'ashem El Shai. As it says, the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Okay, so that is what it represents to seek for the day of the Lord. Okay, it represents you asking for the evil to be rooted out, for the place where righteousness to grow. Okay. But if you're in the right mindset, that is exactly what you want. Okay, you want that day of doom to come to pass, so that the day of life, okay, the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay, the day of immortality can come to pass. Okay, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Until next lesson, shalom, shalom, shalom.